Hello and welcome to the Franchise Minute. I'm Anna Wilds, the franchise economist. Today's topic is men's wellness, and we have a guest today, Will Seigel with Forever Young Anti-Aging Solutions. Welcome, Will.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, as we wait for people to log on to this live event, explain to us what your role is at Forever Young Anti-Aging Solutions.
Yeah, so I work with Repum Group, and I'm the director of franchise development for Forever Young. So I really work to find fantastic licensees and candidates, either through organic means or through fantastic consultants like yourself.
Okay, well, thank you. And so as someone in franchise development, what my understanding is, what you do is you educate the franchise candidate on what your franchise has to offer, the services, the operations, et cetera. Is that correct?
Absolutely. So when you get in contact with me, I'm going to take you through 3 different webinars, an introduction webinar, really telling you about what makes us different in the marketplace, really all of the roles and how you're going to be involved in your Forever Young. We also go into something called a unit economics call, where we create some assumed profit and loss statements and things of that nature, just to get an idea of what the finances could be on an assumed role. And then we go into a marketing and operations call, where we talk about our grand opening operations, our marketing, and really how you're going to be involved with this business as a 10-year relationship, and how our founders are going to support you in the growth of your business.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. Well, thank you, Will. And we'll ask you some questions about that after we watch the 60-second Franchise Minute video, which we're going to watch now. And then I'll ask questions and you give the answers. Okay, here we go. Welcome to the Franchise Minute. I'm Anna Wilds, the franchise economist, and today's fascinating topic is men's wellness franchises. Health and wellness businesses feature prominently in the growth in franchising over the last decade. And within this sector is segmentation into men's wellness. Thanks to science, medicine, and technology, all of us are living longer lives, and the demand to live quality, vibrant lives is strong. People want to look good, feel good, and of course, perform at their best. There are spas that offer a variety of anti-aging treatments, medical skincare procedures, hormone replacement therapy, nutrition counseling and supplements, and of course, performance treatments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the Anna Wilds YouTube channel. Come back next Wednesday at 11:30 for the next edition of the Franchise Minute. I'm Anna Wilds, the franchise economist. All right, what an interesting and high interest part of the franchise industry. Let's have a great discussion about this and the growth that's happening in wellness, and in particular, men's wellness. So to start off, Will, many potential business owners are concerned about the tight labor market. So does Forever Young do anything to help franchisees in recruiting its team members, the people that will run the locations?
Yeah, so we're bringing the medical office field to a consumer-facing storefront. So that means that a lot of our medical practitioners and the individuals in our clinics are not spending 12 hours a day on their feet in a medical space. Typically, it's a very small, family-oriented business. And from the founders and from Forever Young standpoint, we can do things like vet your employees, see if they align with our roles and our values, to make sure they're going to be a good part of your business. But at the end of the day, as a franchisee, it's your job to hire those employees yourself. We're happy to assist in any way possible on our end.
So do you help get leads or jobs employed?
Yeah, so we can create bios and things of that nature to really help you go out on the online different Indeed or different hiring portals. So we can give you really good in-depth employment scripts to help make sure that you weed out the people that don't fit into that specific role.
And you'll help with that as well, because if someone's not used to hiring a medical professional or something like that, that's where your expertise and support comes in handy, I would think.
Yeah, so I mean, we can really guide you, but at the end of the day, this is your business as a
Right.
franchisee. So it's your job to do your due diligence and make sure that they're going to fit into your clinic and in your tightly knit group.
Okay, and I kind of jumped the gun a little bit, but tell us a little bit about what is Forever Young. What do you do? What services do you offer? How do you
Yeah.
differentiate yourself in what looks like to be a pretty crowded health, wellness, beauty, fitness, space? It's a tremendous area of growth in franchising, has been for well over 10 years. So tell us about Forever Young.
Yeah, so we consider ourselves a vitality center or an anti-aging and wellness space. So we consider ourselves the largest player in the anti-aging wellness and aesthetic space in the country. So with the largest number of services in our centers, we really differentiate ourselves in a very fragmented industry. So we have 3 different portals for entry into our clinics. So we've got a performance, which is things like supplementation, erectile dysfunction, things like IV drips. We then have vitality, which is very hormone replacement, testosterone replacement. We also do semaglutide, the first FDA approved medical weight loss drug. And then we do a whole list of different peptide therapies, which really speed up or slow down systems in your body. But then we have a very, very vast aesthetics wing. So typically that's a really fantastic way to get feet in the door because most people today understand the aesthetic services. They're either partaking in them or they know about them pretty in depth.
Well, I'll go ahead and give a testimonial about that. Just today, I had a medical aesthetic procedure done around my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's part of mainstream.
Yep, and it was done by a nurse who is in practice by herself, and I know another nurse just here, and I'm in Augusta, Georgia. We're a secondary market. We're not a huge market, but just 2 people I personally know who are nurses have set up their own practices in medical aesthetics. Just huge, huge growth area. And I am really interested in the fact that what you had shared with me previously is that 90 to 95% of most wellness clinics, medical spa clinics, people in this space have a 95% female clientele, whereas Forever Young is different. Tell us about that, Will.
Yeah, so because we have got such a vast service list under our roof, we see ourselves at about 55 to 60% female, just because of how popular the aesthetic services are. But you're going to find locations throughout our business that even go more male dominated because of the hormone replacement and the semaglutide and the different peptides that we have as services as well. So we really bring a broad demographic to our clinics.
Okay, help us folks who are unversed. What is peptide therapy? What does that involve?
Yeah, so peptide therapies are classified as branched chain amino acids. So really,
okay. I've heard of those.
Yeah, so we've got whole sushi menu pretty much of different peptides that you can do for either muscle growth or soft tissue health or ED treatments, erectile dysfunction treatments. So we've got a really vast portfolio of different peptides that we service here at Forever Young.
All right, so this is, now I want to go back to staff and who mans or staffs a Forever Young Vitality Center.
Yeah, so typically when you open your doors, you're going to have a core 4 employees in your center. You're going to have a manager. They're going to do all the managerial work, the staff management. You're then going to have a certified injector, which is going to be a nurse practitioner or a PA. They're going to take care of all your medical services. You're then going to have an esthetician that's going to do all of your skincare consults and skincare work. And then you're going to have a wellness specialist. And that wellness specialist is going to be the touch point for all of the vitality patients. So all the patients on the hormone replacement, the medical weight loss, any of the peptide therapies that we were talking about before.
Very interesting. And also there's a medical director. So speak to us about that. Does that have to be the franchisee or can that be a hired employee?
So typically, we were founded by 2 individuals, Dennis and Carlton, who have no medical background. So there's something called CPOM laws, or corporate practice of medicine laws, that Repum Group will help you set up your entity and business to make sure it runs smoothly. But it really just works with a medical director on staff. Typically, they're going to read all of your blood work, sign all of your scripts, and they're going to be a statement piece in your clinic.
Okay, so prescriptions are written.
Yep, absolutely.
And the nurse and the PAs do the IVs, and then you've got someone who's trained to do the injectables.
Yep, that same nurse or PA is going to do all of the medical practice procedures in the clinic.
Fantastic. Okay, yep. So what characteristics or skills or background are you looking for in a franchisee? So someone who would be, who would be interested, or who are you interested in having as an owner of a Forever Young Vitality Center?
Yeah, so that's a great question. We're always looking for people that are passionate about the anti-aging and wellness services. So that what means whether they have a professional or a personal experience with some of the services that we provide in our clinic. We're also looking for just savvy business people that want to be involved with the business and help it grow and expand. But we also really love prior franchisees because they know how to run a business following the systems and the processes that a franchise is really built around.
Is there any particular type of franchisee, or does it matter? A fast food franchisee or someone already in the health, wellness, beauty, fitness space?
No, typically we just love people that can really verbalize and show us that they know how to kind of follow those systems and processes and really be a part of a franchise team and allowing us to help and be a great partner in business as we move forward in the franchise world. Okay,
well, a great follow-up question is, what are the minimum financial requirements for someone to consider a Forever Young Anti-Aging Vitality Center?
Yeah, great question. So typically we look for a liquidity requirement of $200,000, a net worth of $700,000, and then a credit score of 680 or more.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
And I do work with, hundreds of franchises. I've been a franchise consultant for over 20 years now. And anything that's location-based, like a Vitality Center, is obviously going to have higher minimum financial requirements and a higher total investment on the part of the owner or the investor. In contrast to that would be something like a home-based service business. So people are interested in that clearly would not, be a good fit for Forever Young.
Yeah, typically with our brick and mortar foundation, it's always going to be a little bit higher on the investment side.
Right. Well, what else should we know about Forever Young? Someone who's new to franchising, what is it about Forever Young that would really have someone say, hey, I really want to take a look at this and learn a little bit more?
Yeah. Well, when we're looking at it, we are the fastest growing anti-aging wellness and aesthetics brand in the country.
Wow.
We've got about 27 clinics open. We're on average opening 2.5 per month. And we've got north of 100 licenses sold. So we are really grasping the anti-aging and wellness space in pretty much every territory in the United States.
Wow, that is impressive.
Yep.
That really is. So now you're past, not to use too much industry jargon, but an emerging franchise is typically a franchise that has 20 or less locations or territories up and running. So now you're in that 20 to 50 group, which is a franchise advisor. That to me is the sweet spot, because there's enough of a track record with you awarding and opening, training, setting people up, enough of a proven track record for folks. And then there's still great wide open territory still available. And once a franchise gets 100 open and running, then it sometimes, but not necessarily, can be a bit of a challenge to find available territory. So you're in the sweet spot in your growth cycle. So
Absolutely.
congratulations on what you've done thus far, Will. That is just fantastic. That is really wonderful. So thank you for joining us. This was very interesting to learn more about men's wellness and what's available in the franchise space. Thank you. And to our audience, be sure to come back next Wednesday at 11:30 when our topic will be sports franchises. Be sure to subscribe to the Anna Wilds YouTube channel and to stay ahead of the pack when it comes to great franchises. I'm Anna Wilds, the franchise economist. See you next week.